check engine light and the stoplight's on this thing.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Check it.
Oh, it just...
Oh, you know what? This might be one of those that you can't idle. Did the truck just break?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's South Georgia Hot Shot.
Well, we made it to about Gainesville. The truck started shaking. Like it's misfiring, and it won't accelerate. So we're on the side of the road again. It seems to be a bad injector. Like, how many injectors do I have to go through with this truck? This injector company should be sued. Honestly, this is just crazy. We're about 2 hours and 30 minutes from our drop, and doesn't look like we're gonna make it. What are you doing, fat butts? Huh? Well, I've called around. Well, I called Penske. It looks like they've got a day cab back in Valdosta. We're in Gainesville, Florida right now. Or they've got some sleeper cabs in Ocala to finish this loadout with. The way I look, oh, so it's $270 a day plus 25 cents a mile plus $5 a day environmental fee plus $5 a day for some type of licensing fee. We need to get a security deposit by cashier's check. She didn't say how much that was. She said she wasn't sure. It depends on the area and what truck we get, plus sales tax on everything. The day cab is in Valdosta. The sleeper cabs are in Ocala. But the way I look at it is if we rent the day cab, because I just wanted a day cab, I don't need the sleeper, but if we rented the day cab from Valdosta, we would have to drive back up to the Valdosta, pick up the truck there, and then drive down to Gainesville, pick up the trailer, continue it to Orlando, drop in Orlando. I mean, that would get our trailer home though.
Oh, you're right. Then what do we do about this truck?
Limp it to a shop here in Gainesville.
Yeah.
Do we go to Valdosta tonight and leave the truck here?
And just go pick the day cab up in Valdosta.
Yeah.
I mean, then we would already be in Valdosta. Like, I don't know about that cashier's check. Like, we would have to be in Valdosta to do that anyways. Because of the bank. If it has to be Southeastern, I have to go to the bank and get that check. There's no Southeasterns over here.
Let me see. Let me start this thing up and see what it runs like.
Wish we could make it a fucking rest area, man.
Then I text my brother and my dad. I'm like, I'm broke down again in Gainesville, Florida. And then my brother calls me, and it's like he's like wrestling around with the phone, and I can't hear anything. And then I'm like, hello? And he's like, hello. I'm like, what's up? And then he doesn't answer. I'm like, hello, hello, hello. And he doesn't answer. I'm like, hello. He's like, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, I'm broke down. What do you want?
He doesn't want anything.
He's like, oh, I'm just calling to check on you. I'm like, I am broke down. I'm trying to figure things out. Oh, okay, well fuck you, I won't ever call you again. All right, bro, don't call me again. I can feel it, can you feel it?
Yeah.
You can't make people happy, man. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm in the middle of a crisis and you want to call me up and be like, hey man, what's going on? Like, what are you possibly going to be able to do by talking to me over the phone from Salt Lake City?
Just don't answer the phone, dude.
And then he's going to get pissed off at me. I'm like, I'm in the middle of trying to figure shit out and you're calling me to check on me. I appreciate that, but I am trying to figure shit out. I am on the side of a fucking interstate. And then you call me and your phone's not gonna work? No, bro, I am busy right now. All right, don't call me no more, don't text me no more. Fine, bro, fine. I don't know, I guess I need to have Mason come pick me up so I can rent a truck in the morning.
Yeah. If they need a cashier's check, it has to be in Valdosta. I mean, we're not.
I don't know. Let me give him a call. All right. I think what we've decided to do is go to Valdosta and pick up the day cab. That way we can pull our trailer home. I hope we can get all that done in a day.
I mean, they open at 7:30, right?
Nope, 8 o'clock in Valdosta. They open at 7 in Ocala.
Oh. That's your food right there. Here's that box.
That's the only thing I know to do. That way we can pull our trailer home. We might have to drive back down here the next day to pick up the truck.
Yeah.
And take the truck to a shop.
Yeah.
I knew there was something up, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe this just happened, but the stumbling, I'm like, there's something wrong. J&M Diesel and Valdosta refused to do anything about it. They just wanted to throw parts at it. Like, I can't find somebody who's not a parts changer. Like this, it's so frustrating, man. The amount of money that we've dumped into this truck now. Not due to breakdowns, due to mechanics not knowing what they're doing. You know, if they would have had all this fixed in the first place, our clutch went out because they adjusted it wrong up there. So we had to put a new clutch in here. Second set of injectors. Now I can't blame that on the shop. But I went back and told them, I'm like, this truck runs worse now that I've taken it to you guys than what it did before I brought it to you guys. Something is not right. Now, whether we needed to go back in and change all the injectors again, which I asked them, I'm like, look, if these two injectors have gone bad, should we just replace them all? And I called up the injector company, and the injector company sent me all new injectors and all new cups. But they only replaced those two. He said it would be more to replace them all. I'm like, but if it's worth it, let's do it. But I mean, from what Lita's been looking at, it could be something to do with the EGR too. I don't know. My son's girlfriend's on her way down to pick us up. We're gonna go back to the house tonight. So that would put her coming here 9, 10. She's gonna get home at 12 and have to get up and go to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have to get up and get a cashier's check and figure out the rental of this truck.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna call this the $1 million truck.
I bet we haven't spent more than most people would on shit like this too.
I don't know. We'll keep you guys updated. Oh, we made it to 100%. All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning. We're, it is the next morning now. Place opened up at 8. It is now almost 9 o'clock. We have our reservation. So, you have to get a $2,500 cashier's check to rent a truck. It's fairly simple. They seem... Oh, do I not have any washer fluid in this truck?
Probably not.
Do you want to punch this address in? So we got the day cab for the day. I don't know exactly how much it's gonna be. We have to go get a cashier's check for $2,500, and then you leave your card on file. You have to estimate how many miles you think you're gonna drive, and then whatever you don't drive, they just refund back to the card. They need a copy of your certificate of insurance listed as a cert holder. We got all that information sent to them, and then I was joking around with the guy, asked him for the family discount, so he's gonna give us 15% off. They're not open on the weekend, but they have a key drop off. So he said what he'll probably do is he'll just swing by, I guess, the shop on Saturday and check the truck in for us, and we should be good to go. And then I get a call a little bit ago. He says, I got bad news. I was like, uh-oh. He's like, yeah, it looks like all we have are stick shifts. Can you drive a stick shift? I was like, yeah, we can drive a stick shift. So I imagine we have to fill this thing back up with fuel. So we'll have to top the tanks off before we turn it in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna run over here to this Penske place, rent our truck.
We have to go to the bank first.
Oh, you're right. We gotta go to the bank and then we go to the Penske place. It's probably gonna end up costing probably $500 to rent this truck and get all this done. We figure about $100. What do we figure? About $100 because it's 25 cents a mile. We got about 100. We have 500 miles to do. Didn't we figure out $100? It was 100 something dollars. 125. Plus we'll have fuel, plus the rental. It may be a little bit more than $500. And this is why you can't take cheap freight right here, just in case something like this happens. I think this ended up being a little over $3 a mile, I believe. It was $2,500.
It was like 3 something.
$2,500 to haul this thing. So what we'll probably do is, after we pick this truck up, as we're driving down, I'm probably going to start calling some shops down in Gainesville. I don't know if we should drive this truck. We might want to have it towed.
Yeah.
Because if it is a bad injector, we could cause more damage.
Yep.
So I'll have to call around to Gainesville and see if we can find a shop. I did find a shop. It has 5 stars. Now, it only has 5 reviews, but it's got 5 stars there in Gainesville. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we'll give him a call. I'll kind of tell him about what I've had done and what the symptoms are, and hopefully they can get it figured out, man. Like, I just can't seem to win. I was talking to a buddy of mine that has another buddy that's been running a hopper bottom trailer that me and Lita were, like, before any of this happened, like, we were like discussing, like, maybe we should look into getting a hopper trailer because we would be home every day. We being me, because I don't know that you would actually go on the truck.
I have to get a job.
I'll probably have to get a job just to help out with the funds. And but now this happened. It's like we wanted to get an RGN, and then all the injector issues happened, so that got pushed off. Which, I'll be honest with you, I don't know that an RGN,
I don't think it's going to do any better.
it's probably doing slightly better, but I don't think it's doing good enough to go out and buy another trailer. The only good thing about the hopper bottom is I would be home every day, and the pay is kind of decent. So I don't know. That's something we're probably going to look into. We'll probably go talk to the company while the truck's in the shop, kind of figure out what they're looking for, actually make sure the pay is what I hear it is. We would still be running under our authority. It would be our truck, our trailer. It would just kind of be like a contract deal where we would be running their product. My buddy said his buddy does about 3 runs a day. You get paid per run. So I don't know. We'll see how that. We'll see what comes of that. I mean, I hate to say this, and we keep saying it every time we break down, but at least we were close to the house. You know, had I taken that Ohio load that we were looking at, we'd be broke down in Ohio right now. Of course, we could go stay at Grandma's house, but
Yeah, but we would still, I don't know. I think it's better that we broke down in Florida.
yeah, an hour and a half from the house. I think Gainesville is an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at least it, like I said, at least it's doing that. At least it's breaking down when we're.
it broke down because I yelled at it the other day. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm effing tired of you breaking down. I'm tired of it. It was when we were having the whole issue of, like, the truck, like, sputtering as you're trying to accelerate, you know? I just knew there just wasn't something right. Everybody's gonna be like, I can't believe you drove the truck without it being right.
Well,
Like they did last time when the truck was hard to start.
I mean, we had to try it. Like, I don't know, like the shop we took it to.
Bro, it's like we've been shut down for so long. It's like we have to go out and try to make some money, man.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know. He didn't know what was going on with it. So if somebody tells you that
When
you don't
somebody
know,
tells me that they're just gonna start throwing parts at it, it's like, bro, I'm not made of money. This isn't 2020 when the rates are $5 a mile. Like, it is rough right now.
Well, I mean, if they're just gonna Google stuff, we can do that.
Not even Google. They're not even gonna Google stuff. They're just gonna start replacing stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at it and point at it and be like, let's replace that now. It's like, I'm not paying for you to practice on my truck. Here's the thing. I really enjoy driving the truck. I enjoy going out sometimes, but I hate this industry. The industry of the flip-flop truckers taking cheap freight, rude-ass truck drivers, rude-ass shippers, rude-ass brokers, rude-ass receivers. What is this guy doing? What are you doing?
I think he thought the truck was coming in this lane.
I don't know, man. I enjoy driving a truck. I just hate the industry. I can't see myself driving for somebody else. I can't do it, man. I can't go and drive for 60 cents a mile or whatever it is in somebody else's truck. I couldn't do it. I'd rather find a job. I told you guys I applied to United Rental. Got an email from them the other day. Basically, what did the email say?
I mean, they didn't even tell you why. They just said your application is no longer being reviewed.
Yeah.
That's it. They weren't like, oh, we're not hiring, because they can't say that. They can't say that. And
So basically what's happening right now is a lot of these companies took this government loan during this COVID thing, and in order to not pay it back, you have to show that you're hiring. So a lot of these companies, all they do is slap now hiring signs up and run ads, and then as long as they show that they're hiring, they don't have to pay the loan back. So a lot of these places are just running that. Oh, so did I say that there was a $2,500? You have to bring a $2,500 cashier's check, and then when you return the truck, they just hand you the cashier's check back. So I don't know, I guess we take the cashier's check back to the bank and be like, here, we don't need this anymore? Because they technically pull that out of your account, right? Or do they not pull it out of your account until it's cashed? Can we just rip the check up? I guess we need to ask them that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, anyways, let's go get a cashier's check. Go get us a truck. A day cab, baby.
Yeah.
I got bad news. It's a stick shift. Do you know how to drive a stick shift?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I do, but not a truck.
We'll teach you. We'll teach you in this truck. Huh? Who knows? You're probably a better driver than I am.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you can do it. I don't remember seeing anything on a dirty windshield.
It's probably back there.
Here it is. I don't know if I'm actually in a parking spot right here.
I don't really have lines anymore.
Here we are, picking up the truck. The old Freightliner day cab. Looks like we got some rock chip on the windshield there. I think they said it was 300 and what was it? 367 with the $367? Is that what we paid?
Yeah.
With the estimated mileage we're gonna do? They charge you $10 a gallon if you get back low on fuel. $10. Oh good, it's got the sliding fifth wheel. I was wondering about that. This will be interesting. Do we need to get like the Powerade, the drink and stuff? I guess we can stop by the truck on the way out. Dash camera. Oh, nice. It provided with the sticker. That's it's not gonna stick up there because somebody's ripped it off the windshield.
Yeah. I mean,
Looks like we got 384,035 miles on it. Oh, is that a new sticky pad?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So should I just stick it on it?
I don't know.
I mean,
You get a
there's
rear
a blue
window.
light on it.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, we're in the truck now.
I just use one of these sticky pads.
It's gonna be weird because I don't have my. I wonder what you're supposed to do about like logs and stuff with this thing. I mean, I guess we could pick up the check engine light and the stop light's on this thing.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Check it.
Oh, it just.
Oh, you know what? This might be one of those that you can't idle. Did the truck just break?
Oh my god.
Now the dash isn't turned. It's gonna be an adventure, Bebs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go rescue our trailer. Welcome to Florida, baby.
Yeah.
What you think of this? What you think of this ride so far?
It's okay, I guess. At least they had a truck.
It's a little shaky. It's a freight shaker, babes.
Yeah.
Why is there a chain binder next to our truck and trailer right there?
I don't know.
Well, we got the Mac disconnected. You can hear it, just it doesn't run right. I'm gonna pull up the Penske truck, hook the Penske truck up to this trailer, and then I don't want to leave my truck here because there's a broke down car in front of us. So I don't know, I got to do something here. that noise is. There's something beeping right here. Huh. Found some makeup thing that was beeping. I was like, what in the world? Looks like somebody stole a bunch of Ulta Beauty stuff, maybe. Anyways, I can't get this fifth wheel to slide back anymore. It should be able to come back 1 or 2 more notches. I couldn't get it to slide forward or backwards. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna back this thing up. That way I can back the Mac up away from that car that's broke down. And I thought there was a broken binder laying next to the truck, or next to the trailer, I should say. Ended up being a rope with a shackle on it that somebody lost. So we just found us a rope and a shackle. Let's throw that bad boy in the toolbox. All right, let me get this thing backed up. Only thing I'm worried about now is, you guys remember I tore my mud flaps when I would make a turn, and I don't know if that's got us enough room right there. I should probably just remove these things because I can't get that thing to slide back. For whatever reason, when they designed this trailer, there just isn't very much room here. I think I'm going to go ahead and remove these though. All right, we're hooked up and loaded up. We could only get one mud flap off, so I might be buying a mud flap today. Or at least one of those metal brackets. One of those nuts just would not come off. I could not get it to come off. This clutch is so easy to push in compared to mine, but the clutch brake doesn't work. Guy told me he'd been working there for a month. He drove this truck around the yard a little bit. And I tried to tell him, don't ever push the clutch in all the way when the truck's still moving. It's like, oh, my boss told me to push it in all the way when I'm slowing down. I'm like, no, you'll kill the clutch brake. Guess what? The clutch brake doesn't work.
I think this GPS is fucked.
Why?
Because the screen is fucked up.